What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail, and I'm talking about this whole Lil Nas X, the video slash advertisement for the sneaker, right? And here's the thing: when this stuff comes out, it's like when people say that people have an agenda. No, they don't, and this stuff keeps happening. So, in music in general, young artists make racy material, right? And then people say, oh, this is the image they're putting out. And then people forget something. People keep going back to the 90s and sometimes the 2000s, and they don't actually listen to the music. They listening to the popular song. Case in point, the thong song, but y'all forgot all the Drew Hill music in the other Cisco songs. Case in point, Juvenile, back there, but you forgot all the other songs on the other albums, right? Case in point, all the quote unquote gangster music. You forgot all the other songs these quote unquote gangster rappers made that had nothing to do with being gangsters. But when we get to this demographic that has the rainbow flag, we seem to forget that, because what it looks like time and time again is just pretty much all hedonism and self-destructive behavior. And with sneaker culture, what is the need to have a devil sneaker or a Satan sneaker? What is the need to have blood in sneakers? And then these type of people, especially when they're black, you gotta, it's gotta be an agenda, because you got record labels and you got big companies like Nike willing to back this, especially when it's a black face doing it. Because I don't remember Marilyn Manson having sneakers. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Freddy Krueger edition, yeah, but devil worship sneakers, I don't remember them ever having those. So what it comes out is, oh, this is an agenda, and people say, no, it's not. No, it's not. You got the young guy in the video, I guess, going between heaven and hell, and you got a young male who, okay, he wants to depict himself riding the devil sexually. And I'm like, this is not an agenda? And then if something happens, with people like that, they try to play the sexuality card and the race card, and it's like, see, here's the problem. The vast majority of the men, the black men, are not even thinking of this stuff. They're not participating in this stuff. This is not the image of us. You know what I'm saying? You can say people have talked about all kinds of crime, but nobody was like, yeah, I'm gonna have, I'm gonna be the devil's side piece. Like, no. And then people gonna go, well, what you guys did is just as bad. No, it's not. No, it's not. And the closest you got to devil worship really was Bone Thugs and Harmony. And they're actually known for the Crossroads stuff, because they used to rap about a Ouija board. But they also rapped about heaven. So here's the interesting thing, and that's why I brought up hedonism, because it's all about sex. This has nothing to do with deeper life experiences. All of this has to do with sex and drugs. And for me, I'm like, keep bigging up the lifestyle: sex, drugs, hedonism, with nothing else in that layer. Like there's no life experiences. There's no happiness. There's no love. There's no joy. There's no pain. There's no struggle. There's nothing. It's just hedonism and self-destruction and fashion, I guess. And you see this from time to time again. I want to make these things different and norms different. And same, it goes back to the Billy Porter thing. It goes back to the Laverne Cox thing. It goes back to, and they keep using black faces for this. It's like, yeah, it's definitely an agenda, because we're not We're not the ones advertising this and bigging this up. And you gotta include the ladies, because the ladies, this is so ingenious, and it's usually young women who like to, this is so ingenious until, when they're 20 to 25, it's so ingenious, but when they're, 35 and up, they're like, I don't want to be around no man like that. And it's like, there's gotta be an agenda. Because I don't think, mothers want their sons to grow up and have that and go into the world with that imagery in their mind. Like, yeah, I just want to, you know what? I just want to one day just be so wild that I could just get smashed by Satan. Like, I know fathers are not for it, but I don't think the mothers are for it either. And as much as people try to feminize and demonize their sons, these are the things that people start going, you know what? Now I see why people ain't messing with you. Because this mindset plays out in dealing with people day to day. See, this hedonistic, self-destructive mindset is, people think people have an issue with that, with the rainbow community because of sexuality. It's usually that type of mindset of that self-destructive mindset that has to, drag people along on your self-destructive journey. And I'm not even talking about your sexual journey. I'm talking about all of the things that make you tick. I guess that included with that. That people are just like, I'm not feeling that, I'm not doing that, I'm not with that, and you just, but straight people do it too. People don't take those things to the extremes like that, and when people do, they're ostracized. So it's like, you can't say this is not an agenda now. And I'm still the sneaker thing. I'm trying to figure out. It makes absolutely no sense but to be an agenda. And people, you can hate on them. No, nobody really cares. But it's just pointing out the fact that, hey, this is how that community gets down. Period. And when you say no, we don't, he's not the only one to make stuff like this. He's the most extreme in the current event. But this has been going on for years. You know what I'm saying? Years. So when people look at it and look back at it, you can look back at it from today for the last 30 years, and you can say, you know what? That's not a good look. 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 But you keep pushing these no good looks. Like, we need to normalize this. And people like, yeah, to keep pushing this, I don't know why. I don't know if you think other people are going to be, yeah, that's what I want. Other people like, hey, I appreciate you showing me how you get down, so to let me know I'm not going to be nowhere near you. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts on this. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace.